right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Patterson to start the drive. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Able to shake him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. He finds his man complete. It's Carter. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing Jones. Flush to his right. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're going to get this to about the...
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. And they'll let let the fullback try and take him home. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. No score after one on EA Sports. Jones throwing on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this NFC defense comes up big time with a goal line stand. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover, put your defense in a bad spot.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
They'll roll him out right. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he's brought down. Good push up front in that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The slot man in motion right. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Rolling to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. 7 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Now Jones. Off play action. Flushed out right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
In motion left goes Carter. On 4th down, Jones. He'll let one go deep for Howard. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Giants are going to... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all. And now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
So what an opportunity right from the word go. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Giants put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. Now the ball comes loose. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a man who played his final season at nearby Rutgers. It's Gus Edwards. The 40. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Gus Edwards, 75 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Oh, this is blocked. And the Giants have got it. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. He's at the 40. 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Boy, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown of protection that led to the block.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the complete. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Here's Jones to throw on third down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Jones now, off the play fake. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw caught by Tony.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Barkley, inside handoff. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 8-6 the score after 1. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, and it's intercepted. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll go back to Edwards on first down. They find some open field here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 111 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Here we go. 53.
They'll run here with Edwards. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. They run once more with Edwards. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Running left is Edwards. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. They go with Edwards left side. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 points.
On second and goal, Tua. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Tua, the final shot before half. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Big stop. Let's track him. 60. 55 mark out with the ball. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
He finds his man complete. It's Carter. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Off play action. Jones sliding out of the pocket. They'll get this out to Barkley complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact It's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Play action. It's Elway. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. Randy Moss, 77 yards. And the NFC strikes quickly for 6. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
The NFC set to kick off as this one's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, certainly not a great start. You give up the one-play touchdown, Charles, and it looked like this offense was trying to get the equalizer in one play on the other side.
They certainly were, and I think that the shock of giving up the big play may have forced their hand a little bit in their play calling. They didn't have the discipline to just say, all right, we got time.
And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Calvin Johnson, a 24-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Just will start less than a minute in. They're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow,
At least I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Jones from the gun on third down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Night Train Lane. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
After the interception, here's Elway. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. DK Metcalf, 36 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles. But well, that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. They fake the give. Now Elway.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Sacked there by Bruce Smith. So backed up closer to the danger zone here from the 2. This is 2nd and long. Up the middle with Barkley. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now Jones to throw from his end zone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. they go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It certainly is.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Elway to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And now here's another interception. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. $21-0 our score after 1. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll try the right side here with Peyton. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Walter Payton, an 18-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0 Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Tucker with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts.
And my goodness, another interception. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Now Elway on first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Mike Singletary leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Now a give, it's Peyton. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 60 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. They'll try and run for it with Peyton down at the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On the give, here comes Peyton. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Elway. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Randy Moss in the final seconds of the first half. And the NFC stretching that lead out even a bit further. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? He's got a man, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
To throw again on second down. Jones, a fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that being said, they also had to come out here in the third quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability. And they showed it on that last play.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that.
And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. Jones now throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the... No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Back to the ground. This time Cook.
I didn't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
Now, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
On second and goal, here's the option.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Daniel Jones keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Giants use the short field to get in for 6.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run with a Hall of Famer Peyton, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Sauce Gardner, he got downhill quickly and stuck him behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Running it here with Peyton. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Peyton. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run now with Peyton.
And able to get this to the 31.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
On the run, it's Peyton. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Cordero Patterson taking it in from a yard out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me,
he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's got it in the end zone. Bit of a surprising call here, down by as many as they are, but the fake works, and they'll get 2 points closer instead of 1. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Oh, were the Giants able to recover? Yes. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders...